Hi, I'm Rita Heichenfeld, and welcome to Love Starts in the Kitchen. Hi, I'm Rita Heichenfeld, and we're back in the summer kitchen making all sorts of great desserts. Right now, I'm going to be making one of my favorite light summer desserts. It's chocolate panna cotta with a healthy twist. It's made with soy milk, chocolate soy milk, and Splenda. So if you're sugar challenged, you're trying to lower the fat, this is the dessert for you. And in Italian, panna cotta means actually cooked cream, and that's what we're going to do. Now, go on our website because I have a great citrus panna cotta that's full fat, whipping cream and milk, along with this healthy version. The first thing you're going to do, though, is you need to bloom your gelatin. Now, what does that mean? That means you're going to take 1/4 cup of water and sprinkle 1 package of unflavored gelatin over it. And what happens in the cold water, it allows the gelatin to dissolve very nicely. If you just add gelatin into a hot liquid, it's going to clump up. It's never going to look good. It's never going to do what it's supposed to do. So when a recipe says bloom the gelatin, let it soften, just a few minutes. And you'll know because it'll soak up all of that water, 1/4 cup to 1 package of unflavored gelatin. Meanwhile, we're going to start our panna cotta. You want to start with 3 cups of unsweetened soy milk. You know, soy milk is so good for you. Make sure you get the unsweetened if you're watching your sugar. And what we're going to do is we're going to pour that in a pan. And we're going to turn it up. And to that, we're going to add a pinch of salt, because salt brings out the flavor of sweetness. And 1/2 cup of Splenda. Now, if you weren't watching your sugar, you could certainly use 1/2 cup of sugar. Also, you could use stevia. Remember, I've talked about this herb. It's a sugar substitute herb. Oh my goodness, it's anywhere from hundreds to almost 1,000 times sweeter than sugar, non-caloric and diabetic safe. You could crush the leaves in there. You can buy it at the grocery store in powdered form. It's just wonderful. So, but to make it easy, we're going to use the Splenda. And we're just going to bring that to almost a boil, just till the sugar or Splenda dissolves, whatever sweetener you're using. And if you want, you could add a splash of vanilla, and I think I'm going to do that now. About a teaspoon or so. And basically, you want to get that hot enough so that the Splenda dissolves. Sometimes that means bringing it to a boil and turning it off. Sometimes it means just before a boil. So while that's getting up to temp, let's look at our gelatin. See what's happened here? This is called blooming, and it's made it nice and soft. Again, you can't put straight unflavored gelatin into hot liquid. It's just like trying to put flour in there. It'll gump up. So as soon as this comes to a boil, we're going to add our gelatin, stir it, and then we're going to pour it in our glasses, and that's all there is to it. Okay. This looks like it's just coming up to a boil. It's plenty hot enough to dissolve our gelatin mixture. Remember, it's 3 cups of soy milk, chocolate soy, unsweetened, 1/4 cup of cold water, 1 package of unflavored gelatin in the cold water to allow it to bloom, and a teaspoon or so of vanilla that you add to the soy mixture. Just give it a stir, enough to dissolve the gelatin. And then you're ready to pour it in your, whatever you're going to pour it into. We're going to pour it in a measuring cup. It's just easier for me to pour into our cups. See how thin it is? And the great thing about this is you can make it fancy. You can make it casual if you're carrying these to a picnic. Put it in disposable cups. Or you can make a great big bowl of it. Now what happens is this has to sit in the fridge several hours, just like Jell-O, until it firms up. Let this cool to room temperature a bit. Put it in the fridge. I've got some made. Stay tuned. We're going to show you what it looks like. Well, the panna cotta has just come out of the refrigerator. I had this in several hours. By the way, this stays good covered in the fridge for up to 2 or 3 days. It's a great do-ahead dessert. So I'm just going to decorate it now, and you can see why it's called cooked cream. It's very gelatinous, very creamy. Now this is the healthy version with the 3 cups of unsweetened soy milk and the Splenda, half a cup of Splenda, teaspoon of vanilla, and the gelatin. But we're going to just decorate it a little bit with some sweetened whipped cream, just something beautiful. And again, you can see just the different ways you can make this. Again, the berries are in season. And if you wanted to keep this low fat, you could just decorate it with some berries or even some edible flowers. Let's see if we can get some more mint here. This is beautiful, very beautiful. Again, the pineapple mint. If you're using stevia, and if you have stevia, that sweet leaf, the sugar substitute, you could certainly garnish it with a leaf of that. Rose petals, you know, roses are edible, a lot of flowers are edible, and on our website there's a list of those. Just make sure they haven't been sprayed. So, there we go. Well, I think that's plenty. That just looks so beautiful. Here you have it. Chocolate soy panna cotta, healthy and really delicious.